ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्कर देशिक मे शरणं भवशङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्. We will do 5 minutes of Parayanam. Yesterday we did up to the Siksha Valli. Today Bhrugu Valli, Brahmananda Valli. Few paragraphs we do chanting so that every day little of Upanishadam Parayanam, that Ananda we can have. Om Atha Dvitiya Brahmananda Valli. Om Sahana Bhavato Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ उपनिषत् सारसंग्रहः। ॐ ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परं तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेदनिहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादात्मन आकाश सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेरापः अद्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोऽन्नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणः पक्षः अयमुत्तरः पक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति अन्नाद्वै प्रजाः प्रजायन्ते याः काश्च पृथिवीकश्रिताः अथो अन्नेनैव जीवन्ते अथैनदपि यन्त्यन्ततः अन्नगं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठं तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते सर्वं वै तेऽन्नमाप्नुवन्ति येन्नं ब्रह्मोपासते अन्नगं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठं तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते अन्नाद् भूतानि जायन्ते जातान्यन्नेन वर्धन्ते अद्यतेत्ति च भूतानि तस्मादन्नं तदुच्यत इति तस्माद्वा एतस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविधताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणः पक्षः अपान उत्तरः पक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति प्राणं देवा अनुप्राणन्ति मनुष्याः पशवश्च ये प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यते सर्वमेव त आयुर्यन्ति ये प्राणं ब्रह्मोपासते प्राणो हि भूतानामायुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यत इति तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद्वा एतस्मात् प्राणमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा मनोमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविधताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य यजुरेव शिरः ऋग्दक्षिणपक्षः सामोत्तरपक्षः आदेश आत्मा अथर्वाङ्गिरसः पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कदाचनेति तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद्वा एतस्मान्मनोमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा विज्ञानमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य श्रद्धैव शिरः ऋतं दक्षिणपक्षः सत्यमुत्तरपक्षः योग आत्मा महः पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति विज्ञानं यज्ञं तनुते कर्माणि तनुतेऽपि च विज्ञानं देवाः सर्वे ब्रह्मज्येष्ठमुपासते विज्ञानं ब्रह्म चेद्वेद तस्माच्चेन्न प्रमाद्यति शरीरे पाप्मनो हित्वा सर्वान् कामान् समश्नुत इति तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद्वा एतस्माद्विज्ञानमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मानन्दमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविधताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्रियमेव शिरः मोदो दक्षिणः पक्षः प्रमोद उत्तरपक्षः आनन्द आत्मा ब्रह्मपुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति असन्नेव स भवति असद्ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत् अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेद्वेद सन्तमेनन्ततो विदुरिति तस्यैष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य अथातो नु प्रश्नाः उता विद्वान्नमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चन गच्छति आहो विद्वानमुं लोकं प्रेत्य कश्चित् समश्नुता शोकामयत् बहुस्यां प्रजा ये ते सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा इदगं सर्वमसृजत यदिदं किञ्च तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशत तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यच्छाभवत् निरुक्तं च निरुक्तं च निलयनं च निलयनं च विज्ञानं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं चानृतं च सत्यमभवत् यदिदं किञ्च तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Saluting the entire Guru Parampara, Rishi Parampara, Muni Parampara, Vaishampayana Rishi, Yajnavalkya Rishi, and all the rishis who are in the form of the birds to take this Upanishadic Jnanam. Studying Upanishad itself is the greatest, highest, most difficult task because it doesn't appear to be any tasty in the beginning, and also the inquiry requires such a sharpness, subtleness of the mind and intellect. Generally, ordinary person doesn't possess it. Then that Upanishad studying with Bhashya, in fact, is the greatest exercise we give to our intellect to think, contemplate about not only the absolute truth, but also this world, these all individualities which are superimposed on that Lord. Though in the beginning, if it is difficult, but as one with Shraddha and consistency, regularity, studying the Upanishads along with the Bhashyam, then it starts revealing the meaning. And the meaning revelation, once it starts happening, as we saw yesterday, the curtains which were covering the self, first in the presence of the self, second is in the understanding and acceptance of the self, third even the experience. Whatever the curtains are there, whatever the parda are there, all the curtains start going away one by one. Then we will just see the world totally in different way. The life also becomes so beautifully different, wherein there are no outer or inner commotions or outer or inner any type of bondages or liberation, or the dukkha, etc. Such a beauty is this Upanishadic Jnanam has. But somehow we have to tune to that. Guru Ishvara Kripa helps us in that, and we also can do little bit our effort of bringing that interest, bringing that regularity and sincerity. So now we are into the study of Taittiriya Upanishad after Isha Kenakada Prashna Mundamandukya. Just we begin now slowly as we enter, the tuning will start happening more and more. So we'll do the Shanti Patham, and we also will do the first three prayer mantras said by Bhagavan Shankara. Then we will start doing the Anubandha Bhashya as he gives before the actual mantra and their Bhashya begins. Okay. ॐ अथ कृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयशाखान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषत् शिक्षावल्लिः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अथ श्री आद्य शंकर भगवत् पादकृत उपक्रम भाष्यांतर्गत प्रार्थना प्रतिज्ञारूप श्लोकत्रयम् ॐ ॐ यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः. So here the humbleness is created, then salutations done to what? To the theme of the Upanishad itself, and that is what? The Atma. And this theme of the Upanishad, which is called the Atma, what is its nature? Jnana Swarupam. Therefore, in this introductory class itself, sloka itself, Bhagavan Adi Shankara introducing us to the goal, the theme. And what is the meaning of Namaha? Namaha is totally identifying with that Jnanatma, the conscious self. Tasmai Jnanatmane Namaha. Now, what is the relation between this inner Jnana Atma and the entire outer world? Is said in the first three padas, which is the theme of entire Vedanta Shastra, entire Adhyatmika sadhana. In our delusion and confusion of not using our intellect to rightly inquire, all these things are superimposed on the true pure self. So, that delusion we remove through the deep inquiry and meditation. And to facilitate further inquiry and dhyanam is all these teachings of the Guru through the Upanishads. So our goal is Tasmai Jnana Atmane Namaha, saluting to the Jnana Atma by identifying with that. And that relation of that Parama Atma with his entire world is Yasmat Jatam Jagat Sarvam, that the entire Jagat is born out of that Parama Atma only, Jnana Atma only. So, this is how we have to discover the entire Jagat to be the Jnana Swarupa, Jnapti Swarupa Atma only. That's what the target, and that's what is to be achieved through all the processes of sadhana. And in today's day, for us, the world is real, the Atma is different, and the Atma means me. And I am different from the world, and world is either a giver of Sukha to me or the giver of the Dukkha to me. With those notions, assumptions, I am conducting my life. Just like the snake is real, I have to escape from it. Snake is real, I have to kill it. A snake is real, I have to send it away. Or the snake is real, it is really frightening me. All this happening on the snake which is not there. What is there is rope. In the same way, what is there everywhere permeating is Paramatma only. On that, in the delusion, wrong thinking, the Jagat, Jiva are superimposed, and these both of them are playing their own game. This is what we are now, and it looks to be so real, and everyone are like this only who have taken the world as real. Therefore, we take them as pramana, and we also try to live life like that. It's only the Shastra and the Guru will try to give us higher, greater, better knowledge and ask us to see from that knowledge standpoint. Then our vision of the world will be totally different. And that total different world is division is called theme of the Upanishad. That Sarvam Kalu Idam Brahma. That's what. Then, when everything is that alone, in the ignorance only, I was projecting all emotions and all commotion. Now the wisdom has come, everything is same Paramatma. Then the mind has no chance to play its game of havoc. Then such person is never in bondage. That's how it is. To yasmat jatam jagat sarvam. And how the Jagat is born from Paramatma, all that is the process explained in all the Upanishads. More than Upanishad is the Purana. That even in this Upanishad it will come, it also will be in the Taittiriya Upanishad and some other place also. Purana also they exhaustively explain how in the Parampara, Paramatma is Maya Shakti, then Mahat Tattva, then Samishti Ankara, then the division of the Ankara into three. From that only the Sthula Sharira, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, Adhisthana Devata, they all come and Paramatma enters and enlivens that. That's how the Jivas are made, Jagat is made. These are all the process told, techniques told for us how this entire world creation. But when the inquiry sets deeper, then we will slowly discover that all this happened without happening. Creation is happening without happening only because the absolute truth has never changed. It remained as it is only. That's how that subtle understanding will be dawned at that level. Where you do Vyavahara, yet you are not doing. You talk to the people, yet you are not talking. You are in the Dvaita Jagat, and yet you know it is not true. What is true is Ekameva Advayam Brahma. That's the vision in which the Gurus are. Slowly that will start opening for us. So, Yasmat Jagatam Jagat Sarvam. Second, Yasmineva Praliyate. At the end, all this will enter into that only. Pralaya. Nidra Samaya also it goes into that. The Pralaya Samaya also goes into that. At the time of Mukta Anubhuti, Atma Anubhuti also, all this goes back into it only. Yasmineva Pralya. Then Yena Idam Dharite Chaiva. In between Jatyam and in between Pralayam. Janma, Pralay ke beech mein also, in between also, Yena Idam Dharite Chaiva. The entire Idam Jagat is Dharyate, supported by him only. So it came from it, supported by it, entering into it. This is the only way about the self it can be told. And if it clicks to some intelligent person, he'll just then understand first basic thing, that if he is in the beginning, from him only creation came. Entire creation is standing in him, and at the dissolution time, the entire creation goes into him. Means what? He alone is there in the beginning, middle, and center. So that type of click will happen when these sentences are deeply heard. Then, if this is the case, Adimadhyanta, this alone is there, then where from the world has come? That question sets in. Then the answers come to us. World has never come, never goes away. It was non-discovery of this thing that made it to appear. Just like at the intellectual understanding level also, the moment in the beginning, in the middle, in the center, that alone is there. When this acceptance happened, immediately the question about the world has risen. That cell which was there in the beginning, middle, end, if that is recognized, not only the question about the Jagat, but the answer itself comes that Jagat was never there, is never there, will never be there in reality. And refer to Mandukya Upanishad, then what is this Jagata? Just Alata Spandamanam Kitara. It is only Ruju Vakra the Abhas Kitara. Jagat is Chitta Spandana Abhaso. It's a very, very highest level of knowledge. But this has to be realized on the seat of dhyana, so that we are not talking out of intellection, we are talking out of experience. We have experienced it. In the experience only, there is mukti, not otherwise. So, we also here respectfully to that Atma Vastu which is everywhere there, whose nature is Jnana Swarupa, from whom the world came, world staying, world goes back. To him, let us salute and express that prayerful mood. Oh, that respectful Atma Tattva, we just imagine you as a personification, and we request, beg you to bless us so that we realize you. Like Buddhapadam Ananatvam Namaskurmo Yatha Balam, the last Karika of the Alata Shanti, in which Karikakara was doing Namaskar to the Atma Vastu. In the Bhashyakara said, even though practically the Namaskara etc. is not possible, yet for the sake of the respect and formality, the, the Tattva is as if saluted as if it is other than me. Namaskurmo yatha balam. Here also we feel that, oh, the self, may I desire you more. May I seek you and you and you alone. As said in the Kathadi Upanishad, Yamay Vaisha Vrunate Tena Labhyaha, Tasaisha Atma Vrunate Tanum Swama. From this moment, I am seeking you and seeking you and seeking you alone. This is from my side, my job. Vrunate. Then from your side also, may you seek me, may you reveal yourself to me. That's how we can feel. And at the superficial level also, the Jagat has come, staying, going back into the Jnana Atma only. This is what we have to finally experience it. But keep it at this moment, though we are taking the world as real, only on the understanding level, we are at the sadhana kala. Yet, Bhashyakara has given in the first sloka only about the Atma Vastu. Keep that in the heart. You have to realize that self from here where entire world came, world sustains, world goes back into. In fact, now at the Srushti Sthiti Laya level, Srushti and Sthiti level is the Jagat, and we are in the Sthiti Kala taking the Jagat as so real. Then, how in that highest wisdom of the Paramatma Jnana, the Laya of this Srushti we have to do, after which Paramatma alone is experienced. That's how we can take. In the second mantra, we saw Bhagavan Adi Shankara made all of us to do salutations to all the interpreters of Shastras in their own goodwill and honest, because of whose commentaries this most tough and difficult Upanishadic literature could be understood by you and me. Chant the mantra. यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. This shloka just like sounds like Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Like in any science also, if you are little bit also having that respect, self-respect or common sense, we salute before we start either using or doing further research on the science. It is a common sense for us to salute the first one who started investigating into the secrecies of this world. From that first initiating person onwards, he has reached to some level of understanding about that basics of science. The next one took this as a launch pad and he traveled for some more distance. Then the third, fourth, fifth, like that. Thousands and thousands of scientists are the ones who are behind the scientific discoveries which we are seeing now. So, to any other thing in the world. He's not that gramophone record person, is the first one from whom the sound waves are converted into electro and then later on into the sound. We can't forget them. They're all the Mula gurus and Adi gurus. They are the ones. Everything, whatever. The cooking, there are the gurus who started. The clothing, they are the gurus who started. So, in all those fields, so too in this Vedanta, if we are able to study today, right from beginning, good old age onwards, they are the many, many great rishis who have researched on these Veda mantras and interpreted the meaning of the words and sentences for our understanding, for our inspiration, for our taking that meaning as sadhana, and through the sadhana the experience of the final Siddha Sthiti. So, to all those gurus, we salute. Yaihi gurubihi purvam ime sarva vedantaha pada vakya pramanataha vyakhyataha tan aham nityam pranatosmi. That gives us the blessings of the entire Guru Parampara, which is subtle and I believe which is so essential that alone will make the mind intellect sharp to be able to grasp the main thing which is to be grasped while studying the entire Upanishad, entire Vallis, entire paragraphs, entire sentences, vakyas, and entire pada. पद वाक्य पूरा हमें प्रमाण से जानना है. That will help, that will come to us, that will happen to us when we get the help of the rishis munis by saluting them right now only. When we close eyes and pray to that titri bird rupa, all the brahmanas or brahmacharis or rishis who have later on spread this knowledge, and thank them that it is you who have spread this knowledge which came to us. It is a great thing which we can do by saluting them. So, to salutation to the Yagnavalkya Muni, who just gave out this on the orders of his Guru. So, to salutations to the Vaishwampayana Rishi, who has given it to every of the disciple. So, to thankful to the Bhagavan Vyasa, who has brought all this and made into four Veda and gave it to his disciple. And salutations to further earlier rishis who, on their heated seat of meditation, discovered the truth and truth only gurgled out of them in the form of these Vedic mantra or Upanishadic mantra. Who are they? What are they? Where are they? Nothing is known. They never write their name. There are no copyrights. They meditated. They realized through them the mantras came. Somebody noted them. They only noted them. That's it. Authorship nahi hota usme. So, to all of them, our salutation. So, to the Agniyavalkya Rishi, the Taittiriya Rishis, as well as our Vaishampayana, Veda Vyasa. Before that, how many were the Rishis were there who were the mantra drashtas? Not only of Taittiriya Upanishad, but so many of Upanishad Vedanta. To all of them, our salutation and a prayer also. We are studying Upanishads from last 2 years. Still, lot of vagueness is there. Hey Guru Tattva, hey Guru Maharaj, hey the Guru Parampara, please bless us. With such a Sattva Guna of the intellect, with such a Sukshmata of the intellect, with such an Ekagrata of the intellect, that we are not only understanding thoroughly every aspect of the Upanishad mantra and the Bhashya, but may we also know the art of relating this knowledge to our life. Rather, you bless us so that our entire life becomes now standing on the base substratum of this Upanishadic knowledge. And to reach out the Upanishad with the Brahma only, may we spend all time energy. O Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, please say Tathastu, please bless us. यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणदः व्याख्यातः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. No, in short, to put, no day should pass without saluting the Guru Parampara, saluting our own Guru, from the Guru, listening to Vedanta, through the study of Vedanta, understanding the Tattva, after understanding Tattva, doing the contemplation meditation, if possible, experience. Without these things, there should not be a day. In fact, these have to be finished early in the morning, Subhachar se Navdastak, so that this main most important thing is done early morning when we were fresh. Later on, whatever the work you have to do, if there is not work, again refer the same Upanishad mantras and slowly invoking grace of Gurus, try to digest them, try to live them, try to lift one's identity from Jiva to the Atma. Tan nityam pranatosmya means just like you and I have the mind, so much tuned to the vyavahara, so much tuned to the samsara, so much tuned to be all the kama karmas or the things in the world. Our entire day, afternoon, evening, night in this form. But the rishis of your who wanted to know the truth or who are in the Gurukula or who are studying the Shastra, Vedanta, Upanishad, their tuning is this way. They just remember Guru, salute them, remember the teaching they have done of the Upanishad mantra, then they contemplate on that, they lift themselves to the higher level of meditation, they stay as long as possible. Then when the duty calls again, they come, they finish and they go there. In that way, daily, regularly, sincerely, when that mood and atmosphere of contemplation on the scriptural statements which were explaining about the truth, when it is done, then slowly the revelation happens. Even at that level, also, again, if we take the things lightly, reduce the importance given, neglect it, give importance to the earlier life of worldliness, then all that gone, again we are back to samsari. May it not happen to us. That also can be felt in this mantra. Guru Smarana, and through the Guru Shastra Smarana, through the Shastra, the Tattva Smarana Chintana. Every day, all Nityam, almost every day, Nityam is every moment. Dha Nityam Pranatosmya. And gurus like Shankaracharya Adi, they are experiencing the truth, so they have nothing else to do. Then what to the way the time is passed, they keep on expressing their gratitude to those gurus who have revealed this. Ta nityam pranadosmi. I'm always in two blisses, as if bliss is one. One bliss is blisses of the self, second is the blisses of remembering my Guru Parampara and saluting them who guided me. दोनों आनंद में मैं सारे गुरु परंपरा को प्रणाम करने वाला व्यावहारिक आनंद अहम ब्रह्मास्मि द ब्रह्म आनंद भगवान शंकरा लेवल ऑफ पीपल आर लाइक दैट एंड हमको वी हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम सैल्यूट द गुरुज गेट देयर ब्लेसिंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ शास्त्र ज्ञानम यूज द ज्ञानम फॉर contemplation through contemplation discover the self. This is the second mantra. Now in the third one, Taittiriya Sarasya Maya Acharya Prasadatah Vispashtartharuchinam hi Vyakyayam Sampraniyate. So every word is so powerful. Very few words, but in that the nigudhata, either of the meaning or of the bhava or of the commitment or of the shraddha, is so beautiful. It's only we have to have that patient attending that we will be able to see it. First word itself, Taittiriyaka Sarasya. So the Upanishad which we are going to study, Taittiriya, is the Sara of the entire Taittiriya Aranyaka, in which mantra, Brahmana or Yajna Yaga, whatever they might have been there, but ultimate Sara of all of that is this Upanishad only. Therefore, without studying the Vedas, Veda Sara we are studying by studying the Vedanta through Upanishads. And every intelligent person is intelligent who goes wherever he'll have to, but does the grahanam of the Sara. The one who can catch the essence is the wise person. So here, entire Sara Sangraha of the Vedas is given in the form of Taittiriya Upanishad. That feeling we must have. So once the Sara is given, here only we have to be then. The Sara removes sorrow. Nowhere else to go. The essence when it's taught, yeah, essentially, essence only we have to know. Why do you waste time for non-essentials? Essential is this. Sar hai ye. Never stick on to this. Taittiriya Sarasya. Taittiriya Upanishad is Sara of the entire Taittiriya Aranyaka and is Krishna Yajurveda and all Vedas. That way you can trace back. Sarasya, then Maya. Maya means by me, through me. Acharya Prasadataha. Panchami Bhakti. From the Prasannata Prasad of Mayor Acharya, that is Govinda Bhagavad Pada. Means it shows that Bhagavan Shankara studied Taittiriya Upanishad from his Guru and got permission again further. Now you got it better, you can write your Bhashya on that. And in our life also, Acharya has what is Acharya we explained yesterday, Achinoti Shastrartham Acharena Stapayati cha. So much required in our life to clarify our doubts, questions at every step and hold on to our finger, make us walk. To the whatever the extent we need such support. Once we understand that that external support is not required, then the Guru just watches, guides once in a while. Then this person knows how to travel in the spiritual path. And even then, till the last experience happens, even after that also, as if out of gratitude, we can never be away from our Acharya. For Maya Acharya Prasadataha. Then what is the prasannata of the Acharya? As we said, coming down from the Atmanubhava Sthiti for our sake. Then struggling to study and explain the Upanishad mantras to we who are not so either not interested or not capable nor willing, yet they come, they take us into confidence and they say, that's what their prasadata. And then there's so much kindness, compassion. Ki, I have explained the truth and no more bondage to me. Let me convey the same. Let me give the guidance of the same to my disciples also. That type of avyaja karuna it is called. The causeless love and compassion of the Guru is called prasada here. Because the Acharya prasada I am able to, or through me it is being done. Taittiriya Sarasya Maya by me, Acharya Prasadataha. So here Acharya has taught him, Acharya made him do sadhana, Acharya made him to have the experience. Again, Acharya only told him to write the Bhashyam, and Acharya alone empowered him with the abilities to write Bhashyam. Because this Shankara Bhagavan being genius, intellectual, he can write it. Therefore, he was given that job and trusted by the Guru Parampara, especially the Gaudapada, Govinda Bhagavat Pujapada, we can feel. Because he said, Maya Acharya Prasadataha, Mayona Acharya's Prasada means it is his order, his blessings, his guidance, his wish also it may be. Or it is done by me to make him prasanna, and he became really prasanna. Taittiriya Sarasya Maya Acharya Prasadataha Vispashtartha Ruchinam. Now, really you can see both the main mantra and bhashya study in the Upanishad. The artha becomes so vispashta. The artha is the paramartha, the purushartha, chaturtha purushartha, moksha through the anubhava of the brahmatmaikya bodha. It is vispashta. And vispashta artha ruchinam. Rochate it ruchi means those who are interested in. As we said many a time, our earlier punya brings us to the class. And sometimes a kripa of the Guru also pushes us to the class. Sometimes For information sake, we come to class. Sometimes for a little of inquisitiveness or even for time pass, etc. But more important than all of that is having the ruchi that I must study Shastra, studying which I have heard that so many people from nowhere they have reached to such a highest level of identifying in the totality and they are no more bound by individuality or the duality. I want to have the thorough understanding of every word, every sentence, total theme, total understanding of the truth, total sadhana to be done, the what obstructions they come, how to encounter them. ये जो चाहते हैं ऐसे लोगों के लिए विस्पष्ट अर्थ जानने की रुचि जिनको है, to such people only I am giving this commentary. It is both way. Either unless you get that ruchi, you will not have the meaning of this. Second is what? If you start studying, you will see that such a vispashta artha regarding the truth comes to us. Like today we saw in our Parayanam of the Brahmananda Valli. Starting only Brahma Vida Apnoti Param तदेप्य एषाप्युक्ता सत्यम ज्ञानमनंतम ब्रह्म यो वेद नीतं गुहायां परमे. See, the literal meaning itself is so as if conveying to us directly. But the deeper thing, when the Bhashya is studied, you understand. Then the Artha becomes so vispashta with this Upanishad. Like every Upanishad, Karikas of Mandukya were little heavy dose for us because our intellects were not so sharp enough. But once it happens, that also we can understand. But Taittiriya, many a places, guides us in a simple manner, helping us to clearly understand. When the Bhasha also has added to that, it becomes more beautiful. So, Vishpastartha Ruchinam Maya Acharya Prasadata Taittiriya Saranyasya Taittiriya Upanishadaha. We can add that sentence of that he Vyakya Iyam Vyakya. This commentary is being given. Vispashtartha Ruchinam, this commentary is given, and that given is what? Sampraniyate, Samyak Praniyate. Means what? In this commentary, the guidance given is so beautiful if you have that mm, readiness to allow the Guru and the Shruti Mata to hold your hand from both sides. They will hold your hand in such a beautiful form and take you across that understanding. The last sentence is so important. Sampraniyate, samyak praniyate. Very well, the meaning is being explained and expounded. Then you need to only contemplate on that after having intellectual understanding. The truth is revealed to you. So, in short, by Acharya's Prasada, for the sake of those who are very, very keen, interested Jignasu and Mukshu, who by understanding the Spashtarupa, the entire Upanishad, want to know the truth, for their sake, I also took equal pains, struggles to bring out this Bhashya on the most beautiful Taittiriya Upanishad, which is the Sara of the Taittiriyaka Aranyaka. So, in this way, Acharya Prasada, it's only Acharya Kripa. In these three mantras, see, the text and theme is told, the entire Guru Parampara is saluted, Parabrahma Tattva itself is saluted. In this way, the three mantras Shankara, every day we chant them so that we get tuned to what we are doing, what we have to gain, etc. Now starts Adi Shankara Bhagavan's Anubandha Bhashyam. In this, one or two things in advance if we can share, then the theme becomes easier when we study deeply. We'll the next 2 3 days you will see the taste ruchi of the bhashya and how it is studied in the gurukula ashrama, when that guru that has seated disciples, nothing other business, no other business, fully tuned to only the guru and shastra, how the teaching happens, how the children disciple catch it there, a glimpse of that we will see, provided we also feel ourselves to be as if we are in the ashram, we are the sadhakas, we are the shishyas, we are the jignasus, we are the students of the Upanishad. ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर बनाओ तो और बढ़िया ही रहेगा. Then what is said is कि देखो, what is the mukti is knowing the all pervading Paramatma. There is a process of knowing in it. That process of knowing Paramatma to get liberated is what is given in the Upanishads by sometime explaining of the truth or defining about the truth or guiding our attention towards the truth. Now listen carefully, next sentence. This is the way to know the truth. This is the only way to know the truth. There's no other way. Those who don't accept it, those who don't follow it, those who don't reach out this way, they try always, be remember, to justify what they are living so far, and they also try to tell that the goal which you are indicating, Brahma Anubhava, can be achieved by the way which we are living our life. So, in this particular portion, Shankara Bhagavan is trying to rectify the mistake of those people. And then who are those people and what is the mistake in them is ki they think through involving in the karma vyapara, there is a chance for knowing the truth. Knowing the truth is an effort. That effort is as said in the Upanishad. Okay? It's just not revealed right now. If it is right now revealed, you are already liberated. So here it's not revealed to us, so liberation has not come to us. Though definitely there is an effort involved. That effort is Upanishadukta effort, not anything else. And what is the other way? Like in today's world of outer and inner achievements, involvements, what is the only support for us? Is it not the support of karma that anything we get? Therefore, this Purva Pakshi who are the karma सिद्धांति न जैसे हम ये करेंगे वो करेंगे तो तुम्हारा ही आत्मा है हमको मिलेगा हम ऐसे करेंगे बट द स्पष्टता इज व्हाट अकॉर्डिंग टू द कारिका सॉरी भाष्यकार दैट वे यू इमेजिन बट इट वोंट हैपन because while doing the karma the karta karma phala are the ones which will always bind you. What is the state of atma is chidyante vidyate hridaya grandhi chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante cha asya karmani. Whenever you talk about karma, the karta, the karma, the karma phala, that triput is always there. And in pure Paramatma, it is not there. Therefore, what he is trying to tell us essentially is don't be in a delusion of achieving to Atmanubhava, which is the giver of the mukti, through this process of involving in karma in any manner which you are doing so far. Whether it can be social karma or domestic karma or yajna agadi karma, each of them have their own purposes of eh, outer giving outer result, or when they are done with nisvarthatha, they give inner purity, they remove the ashuddhi. More than that, none of those ways are useful in knowing the truth. That's what Bhagavan want to reject the Siddhanta of the Karmishta people who, through karma, think that they can achieve anything of this world, even the Brahma Tattva also. So, Bhagavan here, from a Karta Karma identified person to a contemplative person, he is guiding us. In the heated contemplation of the intellect only, the truth is apprehended correctly. In the light of that knowledge, the entire thing other than the truth is known to be untrue, unreal, mithya and maya. That's how it is. But in your karma kanda, you are there, the vastus are there, the process is there. इसमें सारा द्रव्य ही है, क्रिया ही है. इसमें विचारणा किधर है, इसमें ज्ञान किधर है. Therefore, the Vedantic study to know the truth, Vedantic Adhyatmic sadhana to know the truth is exclusively different than all what we do. Here, in an intelligent manner, what Bhashyakara did was he made that Purvapakshi speak so lovingly, intelligently. When you read that, not knowing that is a Purvapakshi saying, you feel that Siddhanti only saying this, and this is the sadhana we have to do. Like that, he puts in front. And it appears also so interesting and so practical. But Bhagavan Shankar, in his own inimitable style, rejects that process. No, in short, I'll tell. This Shishya will talk about the Agami karma. He will talk about the Prarabdha karma. He will talk about the Sanchita karma. He will talk about the effort put to remove all this. Then he says, when these are gone, then you experience the self, which is already there. This is said by Purva Pakshi. But with all the knowledge which we gained from so many years, 2 years, what is said now here appear to be correct only. Huh? बाकी ठीक कर रहा है ना? When all the three karmas are removed, the self is revealed. It appears obvious. That is called power of Maya. What is the power of Maya there? Why, when you are talking the language of karma, you are given value and reality to it. Then how can you say it is unreal later on? You can't do. Therefore, your full focus, attention only should be lifted from this type of thinking or discussion, put only in the Upanishad way, where the Upanishad is teaching us to know the truth, how it is teaching us. So, this is called unknowingly the possessiveness or the biasness of the people who are thinking that everything can be achieved through karma, therefore, even Paramatma. There are two things. थ्रू कर्मा परमात्मा को हम पा नहीं सकते. सेकंड वन, थ्रू कर्मा परमात्मा को पाने की जरूरत नहीं है. परमात्मा कर्म करने का मेहनत की भी जरूरत नहीं है. यू जस्ट नो इट, यू आर वन विथ. बट इफ यू आर इन द चक्कर ऑफ द कर्मा, कर्मा इज डन इन द जगत, सो जगत इज रियल. What karmas? Nitya Naimitika Yagni Agadi karma. Not the Shravanamana Nidhyasana karma. Shravanamana Nidhyasana also is a karma, but it is sanctioned by the Shastra and the Guru. That will definitely take us to Atmanubhuti, not the other karmas which you and I are doing nowadays. What karma? Yajna karma, upasana karma. The Bhagavan is going to say that only every karma will bring that upasana or karma will bring that phala, and to enjoy that phala again you have to be born. It goes on endlessly. Therefore, totally drop your attitude or language of achieving Paramatma through your earlier routine, though most noble way of karma. बढ़िया है यज्ञ करना, social service करना. It's so wonderful to live the life of dharma. Excellent it is. But when you are doing all this, no, you can imagine, you can feel in your own self. There is no idea of the self only brought in that. That's the Maya. मैं सोशल सर्विस ही कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो ड्यूटी ही कर रहा हूँ, मैं अपने काम मैं क्या है ना संस्कार उसको एग्जॉस्ट कर रहा हूँ. ही टॉक्स एज इफ व्हाट इज डूइंग परफेक्ट. But question asked by the Siddhant is, while doing all that, where is your attention? Attention is on something other than the self only, no? Therefore, all the processes by which you may avoid the papa or do lot of punya and go to the swarga, all of them are invalid in knowing the Vedantic truth. It has a different track only of Tattva Shravanam from the Guru and contemplation and conviction. Then through Vyatirek and Anvaya Sadhana, we have to reach. Your so called all the Yajna, they will not help you. That is what he is going to say. We will see that. Now, we are starting the Anubandha Bhashya as given by Bhagavan Shankara. What he says in the first para is what was said so far in the Taittiriya Aranyaka up to the chapter 6. Because 7, 8, 9 are these three Vallis and this Upanishad. So up to 6, what is done is said, then why 7, 8, 9 are beginning in that Upanishad? In that, what I say, Aranyaka, of which I am commenting now, it has become Upanishad now. He says, Nityani Adhigatani Karmani Upatta Durita Kshayarthani काम्यानि च फलार्थिनां पूर्वस्मिन् ग्रन्थे इदानीं कर्म उपादान हेतु परिहाराय ब्रह्म विद्या प्रस्तूयते. First word, so far in the earlier 6 chapters, what was told by the Guru only to the disciple, having listened, the disciples have done also, and that class is over. Now we are taking you to the next class. What was that class? Nityani Adhigatani Karmani. So all the Nitya karmas were taught. The importance of the karma are taught, as well as the limitation of the Nitya karma is taught, and the disciples are established in doing those Nitya karma. Okay. And what is the final result of this Nitya karma? Upata Durita Kshayarthani. To remove the Durita which is collected. So, through the Nitya Karma, Durita Kshaya, Upata Durita Kshaya, means all durita means all the vasanas. Upata, which is collected from infinite earlier life. So all the vasanas which are collected from infinite lives earlier, whatever the durita are collected upata, to remove that nitya karma are taught. That is why in Sankalpa, when you do puja, Mama Upatta Samasta Duridakshaya Dwara, then so and so Bhagavat Prityartham Nitya Karma Anushtana Rupa Upasana Maham Karishye. Don't you do Mama Upatta Duridakshaya Dwara? Durita is Vasana, Samskara. Upatta collected in many lives by becoming a Karta, expecting is a Bhoga. So these are all the things which make the Vasana. Wherever I am the strong doer, any of my doing of Kaika Vachika Manisaka Karma leaves imprints or the Vasanas. That become Durita. What is why they are called Durita? Because they don't allow you to be peaceful. They don't allow you to meditate. They will force you to do only the worldly planning and karma. Therefore, they are called Durita. Secondly, unless they are washed off, their pressure is removed, then we can't steadily contemplate to discover the self. As we told you many times, the discovery of self is such a delicate, subtle, most operation like any of the serious, subtle operation like heart, etc. So if these duritas are there, they don't allow you. Therefore, through Nitya Karma, do the Kshaya of the Upatta. Okay, there's a sentence that was taught in the earlier mantras. So, Nityani, Adhigatani, Karmani. Adhigatani means which you are supposed to do, which you are endowed with. Adhigatani, Nityani, Karmani. Adhigata means you deserve to do them, like taking bath every day. It's a Nitya Karma, washing teeth. Yeah, you can't avoid it. You are born as a Sanatana Dharmi, and in your Shastras, you are told these things. As a rule regulation. So to many other karmas of nitya nature. They are being told upata durtakshayartani. That was explained and dealt with. So that aspect of nitya karma to remove the upata durta is explained. Second is one kamyanicha. Even the kamya karma also are exhaustively explained. And for whom the kamya karma descriptions given phalarthinam, for those who want the phala of the karma. So therefore, so far up to sixth chapter, what is the subject dealt with and who are the people? The subject dealt with was the Kamya Karma for the Phalarthi and the Nitya Karma Anushtana for Upadakshaya Durita Nasharthi. That's what na? Upatta Durita Kshaya Nashanarthi. So Upatta Durita Kshaya Nashana jo chahta hai, for him the Nitya Karma was taught. The one want to fulfill the desire, for him the Kamya Karma is taught. In the 6, 7, 8. In up to sixth chapter of that one. But all of that is fetching samsara only. There is no discussion brought so far about the truth, about the reality. That we are going to start now. So why the earlier portion has not become Upanishad? Why it was not commented? Because in that earlier Upanishad, only the Nitya and Kama Karma are indicated for the Upatta, Durita Kshayarthi as well as Kamyarthi. Kama Phala Sakyarthi. It is said over now. Purvasmin Granthe. अभी तक जो 6 chapters है उसमें इदानीम right now what are you teaching? Karma upadana hetu pariharaya. It's a very powerful sentence. First, you have to feel for it, then think about it, then understand it, then feel more for it with the understanding. What is that? Karma upadana hetu bhuta pariharthaya. Idanim karma upadana hetu pariharaya. Karma, and it has an upadana, a substratum, a karana, a base for it. So that hetu, as long as is there, the karma is done by a person, and the karma phala will touch him. To go through the karma phala, he will be in various lives and yonis, born, growing, dying. This is called samsara. This is endless it is. So what is to be done? The karma has to be stopped to know the truth. And how the karma is dropped? By the karana of the karma is removed. That is the meaning of here. Karma upadana hetu pariharaya. Please follow the text. Keep the text in front. Listen to me and try to understand it. So what are you doing to remove the hetu for the karma? The upadana hetu for the karma, उसको निकालने के लिए आप क्या कह रहे हो कि ब्रह्म विद्या प्रस्तूयते. In the seventh, eighth, and eighth and ninth chapter, the prastuyate, the presentation of Brahma Vidya. Like in any of the nice functions, disciplined traditional function, in the beginning, so that nice Mangala Charana shlokas, even like Bharatanatyam Ityadi, for 5 minutes are done, then a beautiful divine atmosphere is created. Then that master of ceremony, if that person is very intelligent, he says, with the singing of these invocatory words, or these Vedic hymns, or this 10 minutes puja performed, now we can see the outer and inner pure atmosphere is created. With this, let us take up the theme of today's study. Now, we introduce to you the guest speaker of the day who will deliver his experience and all on this particular subject. In the same way, when the Kama karma addressed, Nitya karma is addressed, now there should be removal of the cause of karma. Then only the karma chakkar se atit wala Paramatma हम पा सकते हैं. Therefore, Brahma Vidya prastuyate. Why the Brahma Vidya presented? To remove the karana of the karma, so that through karma only bandha moksha happened to us. Bandha mainly because of janmadi. Because karma will have karma phala to give us, to experience that we have to be born. So what is therefore taught in this entire Upanishad? Brahma Vidya prastuyate. What is the purpose of Brahma Vidya? To give us moksha. What is the moksha there? Anubhava that aham brahmasmi. But how it is achieved? Is the Brahman not there now? It is always there. We have to only recognize. What is that which is not allowing me to recognize? My total complete indulgence in the worldliness. Why are you indulging in that? Because there are the hetu. Therefore, what is this Upanishad is doing? Remove the hetu for the karma. Therefore, there is no more karma. We are outside and inside involved. In that peace and tranquil inner antakarana, the self is revealed. That is what he said. कि इदानीं कर्म उपादान हेतु परिहाराय ब्रह्म विद्या प्रस्तुयते. Now, in the next paragraph, the 5-6 sentences are there, which are so important. Today we'll touch upon it little bit. Tomorrow we'll completely study it, and it gives such a clarity to us regarding the influence of karma in our sadhana, influence of karma in our antakarana, and influence of karma in the world outside. Little bit we touch it. What he says, karma hetu kamaha syatu. No, these are all statements of facts, Even those statements of facts also, we don't accept them as it is just because our vagueness, because of our mistiness in our mind intellect. Like when we eat food, in that mistiness of vagueness of mind, because you are seeing cell phone also, you are watching TV, you are talking to someone, you are so vague in mixing the rice with dal and putting in mouth. और जिंदगी भर ऐसे ही चल रहा है. Even taking bath, your mind is somewhere, you can't even take proper bath, even makeup, even driving. There is no 100% joy of doing them because we are in vagueness. In the vagueness, either there is a distraction or there is a dullness of the mind intellect. So too, this dullness of the mind intellect maintained, vagueness continues, avoiding about some proven facts which are so helpful if they are understood. One of them is this. What is that? Ki karma hetu kamaha syatu. What is the hetu of all the karma done by all the jivas in the entire universe of the past and present and future? They have the kama. Okay? Every karma is prompted by the kama. That karma which is not prompted by the kamana, then it is called as seva. It can be the sadhana, it can be a karma yoga. Then it is no more called as karma. Wherever you call it a karma, it gives a phala. And for that phalarthi only, that karma. And why that phalarthi does karma? Because he has got kamana for that phala. So karmana hetu kim syat kama. Now, this looks to be such a simple fact, but how big is that if it is accepted? That as long as the hetu rupa kamana is there, so long I will can't be away from the karma. then I can never contemplate on the truth. So that way the corollary helpful meanings will also can be brought out along with the direct literal meaning. So karma hetu kamaha syat. Why? Pravartakatvat. Now, how powerfully simple looking six-lettered word pravartakatvatu. Six-lettered word only, but how important it is. See, when there is a kamana, you will do the pravartana only. You can't be without involvement. जो अंदर के जो कामना इतना खुजली करके ना जो वो बैठने ही नहीं देगा आपको प्रवर्तन कराएगा. Now see, in these three words only the entire Vedanta of bondage is explained. What is that? You have kamana, you are a pravartana, then you get the karma phala and you are bound. Therefore, what is sadhana? There is no kamana. Then instead of pravartana, there will be nivrutti. Pravrutti की जगह पे निवृत्ति होएगा. Then instead of karma phala, already existing paramatma anubhava mukti phala will come to us. Although you can't call it as phala, but just for the sake of comparing it. See, karma hetu kama syat pravartakatvat. It's simple. The cause of the karma is the kamana, because when you have a kamana, you will have to be pushed into the action. प्रवर्तन कराता है वो काम आपको आप काम को. The संस्कृत वाला काम हिंदी वाला काम में आपको प्रवर्तन करेगा. This is a literal meaning, but the indicated meaning is what? Unless you do the nivrutti, you can't experience the atma. You are continuously in the pravritti. And what is making you pravartana? Your own kamana. Therefore, as long as kamana is there, you are pravritta in the karma. As long as I am pravritta in the karma because of kamana, I can never be nivritta on the seat of meditation to know the self. Okay, next one. Apta kamanam hi kama abhave sa atmani avasthanat pravritti anubhavati. It's a beautiful sentence. This. Apta kamanam. For example, a person has finished all his kamanas. आप तो काम सारे कामना पूर्ण हो गए. देन काम अभाव है, अब तो कामना नहीं है. Therefore, स्वात्मनि अवस्थानात् he, because not jumping out of the self, because there is no kamana, he is in his own self only. Therefore, pravritti anubhavati hi, there is no pravritti at all to that person. सारे कामनाएं पूर्ण हो गए, मन शांत हो गया, आत्मा में स्थिर हो गया, उसे बंदे को अभी कोई प्रवृत्ति की जरूरत नहीं. लाइक आई एम हंग्री, so kamana is there. After kama, I ate the food. When the food is eaten, I am full. When I am full and so satisfied, there is no pravritti of mine in again going and fetching and eating the food. So what he says here, aptakanam hi kama abhave, so atmanavasthanat pravritti anubhapati. Now atmakamitve cha aptakamata. So beautiful it is. Aptakamitve cha atmakamitve cha aptakamata. Means what? When the desire for the atma is developed, all other desires slowly go away. And when we fulfill the atma kamana in the experience of the atma vastu, which is the theme of the entire Upanishad, then the apta kamatva also is reached by us. Now, what is atma? Atma hi brahma. That atma is brahma. So atma kamana made you contemplate. In the contemplation, atma prapti came. When the atma prapti or brahma prapti happened to us, there is no need of any type of again outer karma. So tadvidaha hi paraprapti vakshati. Atma is brahma, and the knower of atma alone is called as tadvidaha hi parapraptim vakshati. Those who have known this atma as brahma alone are said to be achieved the ultimate. That is what is all shastra say. Now ataha avidya nimruttau swa atmani avasthanam paraprapti. Therefore, what is the entire Vedanta? By removing the avidya through viveka, vichara and contemplation, when we establish in our own swatma vastu, that is called paraprapti, that is moksha prapti. एतमानंदमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रामति इत्यादि श्रुते है. All these Shrutis talk about this. So this is Sambandha Bhashya mein Bhagavan has given. Now Purva Pakshi will raise the questions and they will be Bhagavan will be answering each of them. They are little subtle, very beautiful when you understand. While understanding, it may appear to be difficult, but with repeated listening, when you understood, we jump into a newer level of maturity regarding relation between avidya nivrutti rupa Vedanta vichara to give us Atmanubhuti and a variety of karmas done either to either forced by our own vasanas or even imagining that through the karma the Paramatma can be gained, that imagination will go away. So, Atma hi Brahma, Tadvida hi Parapraptim Vakshati, Ataha Avidya Nivritau, so Atmani Avasthanam Paraprapti. Therefore, by revealing Avidya through Sadvidya or Atma Vidya, when you are establishing in Atma, then only the Paramoksha Prapti has been achieved by you. So, what is Vedanta doing? It is by giving us the Vidya of the Atma, it is removing the Avidya, and when the Avidya is gone with the Vidya, then already existing Paramatma, Anubhuti is gained. That is called a Paraprapti or the Moksha. And it is all internal. It has nothing to do with the Karmendriyas, nor the intellect thinking what to do through Karmendriya, nor doing anything with the world outside. It's our andar ki baat. It is so simple. Through Atma Vidya, when the Avidya is removed, always existing Paramatma Prapti is obtained by us. And what has it to do with any of our Yajna, any of the Dana Karma, any of the Upasana? Actually, आप थोड़ा दिमाग लगा के सोचो ना, इसका उसको संबंध ही नहीं है. Neither direct nor indirect. It is all worldly. You are doing yajna, upasana, you are doing all things are karmic. They are all extroverted. They will be the cause for giving uttara janma to you. How can they become cause of moksha? No. Moksha is simple. Through Atma Vidya, the avidya is removed. When the avidya is removed, the paravastu prapti happens to us. That is called as moksha. The mumukshutvam is fulfilled there, the moksha purushartha is achieved, the fourth one, the ultimate one. That is what he says. This is a very interesting sentence. Atha avidya nivruto swa atmani avasthanam parapraptihi. And when it reaches that stage, there's nothing about to pull you down. Therefore, you do not have fear about anything. That's why it says abhayam pratishtam vindate. In fact, in this very Upanishad Taittiriya, you can see in the second Brahmanda Valli, seventh Anuvaka, this is said. What is said here? Abhayam pratishtam vindate. The knower of the Atma Vastu establishes in the fearlessness. Because for him to have fear, there should be something other than him. Through the Vichara, when the Avidya was removed, what was found was him alone, and him alone is there everywhere. There is no duality. Therefore, there is no Bhaya. So, duality Rahitya leading to Bhaya Rahitya is called as Moksha. Why there is no duality? Because the self is discord. What is self? Which is one without second. सो अभय प्रतिष्ठा में देते इस सेंटेंस के पीछे ये वाला अर्थ है. इसको भगवान आदिशंकर ने कोट करते हुए हमें बता रहे कि अविद्या निवृत्तो स्व आत्मनि पर प्राप्ति ही. सो अविद्या निवृत्तो स्व आत्मनि अवस्थानम पर प्राप्ति. Remove avidya and establish in yourself, you are in moksha. It has nothing to do with the seeing of the world, liking the world, disliking the world, thinking how to gain the world, how to lose the world, how to befriend the world, how to make the world enemy. ये सब संसार है, इसका वेदांत कोई संबंध ही नहीं. In Vedanta, you just go on gaining Lakshana of the Atma and meditate on those Lakshanas and discover those Lakshanas of the Atma in yourself. You experience the Atma. In the light of the Atma Anubhava, you will see the entire outer world which we were dealing so far gets just wiped off in a moment's notice. उतना भी time नहीं लगता. So, this para again I will explain tomorrow, word by word, for 10-15 minutes required, very essential. Then what Purva Pakshi said, what he said. Now, this Sambandha Bhasha will take 3-4 दिन. उसके बाद फिर हम जब मेन उपनिषद में पहुंचेंगे, that too after Shanti Mantra description, Shanti Mantra also will take 1 hour today. Then we will just revel along with Bhagavan Shankara, the mantras of this Taittiriya. Thank you for the day. Tomorrow we'll see. सर्वं ओम श्रुतिमातु चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु. ओम 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 Remember Bhagavan Vedavyasa, Vaishampayana Rishi, Yagnavalkya Rishi, and all the rishis in the form of those three birds. Request them to bless us with that subtlest vision to understand the truths that are explained in these mantras. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shrutimatre Namaha Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you for the day for this class. We will do our Vidurniti for 15-20 minutes.